give you a case in point. All right, so number 2. So number 2, is everybody fine with the equation that we knew? Can you see that back there? That it was going to be x times 2x minus 3 is equal to 77. I tried to factor it, and I couldn't come up with factors of 2 times 177. That would give me a difference of 3. And then I thought, all right, well, I'll do the quadratic. Eli? Yeah. Okay. And so we did that, and I came up with an answer of 28. 28 divided by 4 is 7. Everybody good with number 1?
When's it going to be our quiz? When is our quiz going to be?
What is today? Today's Monday. Maybe not till Thursday.
Okay.
Wednesday or Thursday, all right? It'll be a while. It's not going to be tomorrow. No, probably Thursday. Okay? Any questions on this? So I'd like to just touch and show you them all. That was number 2. Number 3. Sorry, that was number 3, wasn't it? Okay, number 4. Is everybody all set with setting up your dimensions and thinking about the information they're giving you? Everybody okay with that? I chose to solve it by factoring. I was able to it just made sense to me. I thought of the factors of 42. It was 21 and 2, bang, and I just did it. And what do we call it when I set it up like this?
Standard.
It's in standard form, but what principle am I using to solve for this? The principle of zero products. Okay, and that's what the principle of zero products means, is one of these is going to be equal to 0, and in this case I knew that if x, I could solve for x is going to be 2, and then it was 7 plus 2 is 9, and 14. Okay, so that was the principle of zero products. Number 5, let me see what happened. Number 5, you can see, look at the work I did here, trying to find factors, I guess that was of that particular one. And I could not come up, it just didn't work for me. And what did I do here? Oh, I know, I made an error in this, and I redid the problem. So for number 5, everybody get 2.5 yards. Everybody okay with that one? Okay, number 6. Let me see. Did you have this as an equation? Negative 16 squared plus 8t plus 24. Again, I don't know. I was on a factoring roll, I guess. And I just factored it out. And I could find the factors fairly easily. And then just plugged it in. Okay?
Wait, hold on. For
What?
number 5, I got that it's either 1/2 or negative 18.
Did
And I
you
don't know where I
factor,
got-
or did you use the
I
quadratic?
used the quadratic, but I don't know where I went wrong.
Okay, does anybody have the quadratic done?
I have it done, so if somebody can just show me where I went wrong.
Okay, well then maybe if you see what they've done, you might be able to see your error. Okay, Stephen, can we look at it quickly? Which one? Okay, thank you. All right. Okay, so Emily, did you get, where are we? Do you have this, x squared plus 9x minus 70 equals 0?
Yep.
Okay, so you're there. When you plugged it in, did you get a negative 9 plus or minus square root of 81 plus 280?
Yes.
Okay, so 281 plus 280,
I did that.
he just did the math out, would have been what? 361, and he took the square root and ended up with plus or minus 19 over 2.
Yep.
Okay, so at this point you're taking a -9 minus 19, and you would have gotten what? A negative 28?
Wait, but it's 19 over 2, so wouldn't it be
My order of operations, I'm doing my addition here before I do the division. So it's -9 minus
No,
9.
doesn't order of operations go multiplication, division, addition, subtraction?
I'm doing everything here.
That's effectively.
I'm in my numerator. I'm trying to just solve for my numerator first.
Okay.
So I have a -9 minus 19 would be a minus 28
Okay, that's
over
what I'm
2.
doing wrong. I was doing -9 plus or minus 9.5.
Okay. Yes.
So somehow I ended up with 0 equals 4x squared plus 18x minus 70, and it came out to the same answer, but I'm not sure how I got that different.
Say that again.
happened.
What was your problem? You started out with x squared plus 9x minus 70?
No, I didn't. That's the point.
Well, let's
I'm not
read what number 5 was.
Yeah, because I thought.
Number 5 was a rectangular pool measures 4 yards by 5 yards, and a concrete deck of uniform width is constructed around the pool. So what are the dimensions? Oh,
2x plus 4 and 2x
yes,
plus 5.
I got 2x plus 4 and 2x
So
plus 5.
I ended up with 4x squared plus 18x minus 70, but I also got 2.5.
I got that too.
And I don't really understand how that's possible.
That's because there's 2 sides. But what I did was that I just combined the 2 sides and made one x. In the end, I got the.
Hey, if you could listen to this, please.
There's uniform sides on both sides. So instead of making it 2x, I just added it as if the middle square was in the side,
Yeah.
and I made it a whole x. And then in the end, I split the value in half, making it so that.
Okay, so he accommodated for it later on in the equation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, because you're
So I
right,
made
I
it
did not, I had the same as you did. Okay, good. All right, any other questions then? On 7 and 8, do you want to see 7 and 8? Okay, I have to let you know, when I do these problems, I sometimes graph them, I want to look at them, I want to think about where they are. So don't forget your graphing calculator. You have other means of solving these problems. Yes?
On the quiz/test, can we use any means of solving?
I will probably ask you, solve this using the principle of zero product, so you will have to factor. I will say, please solve by graphing, so I will give you,
Which one you have to do?
yes, and then I will then give you some others that it's your choice.
So how would we show that we graph it? There's no way to really.
I will probably give you a graph, or I'll just say, show by graphing, and, maybe I'll say, what was your window?
Okay.
Right? Because then you'll have to tell me something about your window. Okay? All right. Okay. And I want you to know, please know that, I go through them, and I started this, and I came up with an answer, and I was like, that doesn't seem right. And so I went back and looked at it again, and thought, I have an error in there. So, yeah, all right, is it possible to make mistakes? It is, and that's what you need to think, is that a reasonable answer? And I think that was for problem number 7, and about the circus acrobat being shot out of a cannon. Think about that, that is kind of a weird thing, isn't it?
They did it on Blade.
Oh yeah, an acrobat being shot out of a cannon with an initial upward speed of 34 feet. And how long will it take to reach a net that is 18 feet? And my answer was 0.05. And it was like, that doesn't make sense. And so I went back and went through it again, and I could find the error. Okay? Which is why, in some regards, giving you a word problem should make what you're doing make more sense. Because then you have a way of evaluating, does that answer make sense? Because otherwise you're just kind of like shooting in the dark, where you have to really think, does that make sense? So sometimes it's a lot easier.
So are we going to have to show you that we know how to complete the square and do...
No, that's why I tried to break the test up.
So there's no completing the square.
No, not on this. This is test 5-2. Okay, 5-1. We may have a big test at the end, but I would probably let you use a note card or something, because I know that there's a lot.
And
A lot of fun.
if we could do it in other ways.
I might ask you to be able to complete the square. You need to be able to complete the square. Sorry. Okay?
Completed my